Historical background. Roman Carthago was founded in 49 BC by the Romans in the area of the original Punic city, which was razed to the ground in the year 146 BC after the conclusion of the Third Punic War and a long siege. Victorious Roman armies famously burned the city to the ground, eradicating or enslaving virtually all of its inhabitants, salting the ground so nothing would grow, and every structure and fortification that was left was destroyed stone by stone. Since no substantial settlements were in the area for 100 years, there were ruins and local natives remaining. The area, especially the old harbor, has fallen into a serious state of disrepair and sediment has accumulated in the harbor. This caused the Romans to eventually abandon this project and try to find a new natural harbor in the province of Africa. The first triumvirate, or power pact, between Caesar, Pompey, and Crassus came to an end after the Gallic Wars. Crassus sought the glory of conquest and lead an army against the Parthians. He was never to return, however, as his army was virtually destroyed and he was executed, some believe by pouring molten gold into his throat. This eroded the careful balance of the triumvirate, and Pompey started to make moves to distance himself from Caesar, cutting familial ties and political connections. Pompey relegated command of his assigned provinces to his subordinates, and while Caesar was still in Gaul, he enjoyed perks of being the most powerful man in Roman politics. The conservative faction saw their opportunity and pandered to him to secure his support against Caesar. As previously mentioned, the issue was that Caesar had held his office for longer than was normally allowed. The Senate had given him dispensation for this before, but now Caesar's enemies spun the affair on a technicality and argued for his immediate resignation. Caesar intended to immediately run in a new election for consulship, which along with his current posting would allow him to keep political immunity from prosecution. His many enemies were waiting for an opportunity to have Caesar exiled for his alleged and real trespasses against Roman law. Caesar did unrightfully imprison a fellow senator during his term and committed other small transgressions. When the Senate refused to allow his extension, it eventually led to Caesar crossing the river Rubicon and starting a civil war. We will now refer to supporters of Caesar as Caesarians, or the Caesarian faction rather than the Reform faction, and to the supporters of Pompey as Pompeians, or the Pompeian faction rather than the conservative faction. After crossing the Rubicon, Pompey started to raise legions in Italy, but it was too late. The decision was made to abandon Italy, and along with most of the Senate, evacuate to Greece. Since Pompeians controlled most of the provinces and legions abroad, long war was favorable to them, at least on paper. Instructions. Governor, important missive has arrived. Proconsul Julius Caesar has revolted against the Republic and crossed the river Rubicon. This means war, and Pompey Magnus has already decided that we must abandon Italia to fight the long war in Greece, where additional forces muster. This situation will have far-reaching consequences, and so I inform you that if you are approached by any Caesarian officials, you must remain true and stand with the Senate and the Republic. You will travel to Africa, where the old ruins of Carthage could still be resettled, despite the treatment victorious Roman armies administered a century ago. Local resources are relatively limited, and there are still hostile Numidians in the area. The Carthaginian port should, however, allow for ample use of the available sea trade routes within the Republic. Vines and olives can be cultivated, and so luxury goods are going to become your city's specialty. Unfortunately, the trade options are currently somewhat limited. If we wish to trade with more cities, we should construct a lighthouse to guide more ships to our harbors. There are also natives still living in the local area. Some of them seem to be willing to cooperate, but enticing them with knowledge and Roman goods seems necessary. Expect hostile Numidians to start launching raids into the area, as the turmoil in the Civil War will draw attention to undefended colonies from all enemies of Rome. Be prepared, Governor, and do not take this aspect of the assignment lightly.
Okay, edicts. Ally Acta Est. Civil War has started between Julius Caesar and Gnaeus Pompey. Future events will have you choose a side, each with different benefits. Historical and harder options to side with Pompey, but choose as you wish. Ruins. You start with several pre-placed forums that cannot be rebuilt if destroyed. Building a lighthouse unlocks more trade routes. This was to reflect rebuilding the Carthaginian harbor. Okay, so there is some additional stuff, some goods on this map. Some goods on this map will start to be very expensive to import going forward. This will usually be the case for the reasons of scaling economy and large export quotas. If you are to preserve, no need for labor sponging. As maps get larger and requirements higher, there will be need to lower export prices as well. Generally trading in bulk is still very profitable. As an example, instead of selling 15 units of pottery at 140 denarii each, you can export 8 plus units for 90 denarii each. Versus Navantia, that's the usual. Carthage. Yeah, so forums, we need to use the forums to our benefit. They start mothballed. We have 1, 2, 3 of them. And we do have double barracks and some weapons at the start. So we can have this is enough for 2 legionary forts, but if we want more weapons, then we would have to make them. I don't know if we can import any weapons, probably from Utica. Yeah, but Utica is expensive. It only becomes cheap if you choose to side with the Pompeians. But it would allow us to import weapons, which we would need to beat Caesar. There are more trade routes, but in order to open them, we need to build a lighthouse. Thapsus is the first trade route, which is fish, olives, and oil. Otherwise, plentiful fishing. The Carthaginian harbor itself, we should have docks here. Then we have wharfs around. Local resources. Marble, iron, and stone. Fruit, olives, and vines. We will have wheat, but that's for later. That's like late game unlock. This is pretty much a perfect block. So no reason to tamper with it, really. The only thing we will do is go ahead and destroy some of these cursed ruins. I don't want to keep the statue. Extra housing on the side? Yes. This is a desert, so the housing will have to be covered with extra fountains, but that's okay. I will need another reservoir. We can put that here. The only problem is these houses. I could have a... yeah. Probably want this. Okay. That is fishing. That's more than enough though. We don't need to worry too much about using all the available fish. That will do. This is a desert, so we want 3 prefects per block. Temples. I will be building Venus for sure. Doesn't seem to work. Maybe we need to wait a tick for the layout to become clear. Let's pay ourselves a little salary. I'll donate my money to the city at the start. We do only have to keep 2,000, which is fine. Venus temple. Yeah, now it works. With the other temples, I don't know yet. What kind of temples would I even want here? Cities could be okay. But is it worth the spot, and do I want to build it? Because it's a grand temple.
There are jobs here.
Thanks for the follow.
I want to be a lion tamer.
I will want Neptune actually. Because sea trade and fishing ship boost. It's not like it's necessary, but it would be good because it gives 5% population increase to all the houses. So let's go Venus and Neptune for this map. Mars, here. There we go. Set this up. So we start with some goods. We don't need to worry about it too much yet. What is the first trade route gonna buy anyway? Oil, olives, and fish. So wine is to... I think the first sea trade route buys wine, right? Not that. This one, 900. Yeah, Munda buys wine. We could already set it. Then we could do some vines. But... let's wait. Start nice and slow. Let people immigrate. We don't need to enable any of the forms. Buildings that are mothballed will not burn or collapse. So we don't need to worry about that either. So that goes for these, right? As well, mothballed, mothballed. It's all good. Don't waste money. That is timber, I think. No, no timber. But we have marble, which is good. Do we have stone? Yes. And iron as well. Did you give money to the city? Yeah, I did. We are paying ourselves 20, so it's gonna eventually pay it back, but we do have to keep 2,000, so I did that at the start. I don't think I will need it necessarily, but it might allow me to be a little bit faster. Normally you can exploit in the vanilla campaign by stockpiling a ridiculous money. Oh, I forgot. It's the... yep. Because Lugdunum is a northern map, so I don't have to have prefects. Great. Can probably fix it. Come on, fix it. Fix it. This will burn. Likely. Maybe not. That was Mercury. Okay, we have them labor. Let's go ahead and set up some initial trade. We need fish, olives, and that's it. Yep. So where do we grow olives? There's some natives there. I usually would do olive. Yeah, fish and olives can be here. This can be our trade center. Invasion points. I haven't covered that, but invasion point here, here, and here. This is safe. to the warehouse. Is this potentially future farming? Yeah, it is. But I do need to tab this farm. That's unfortunate. I guess it could go like this. 1, 2, 3. Now I need to be very careful. I can't build on the natives, otherwise they will burn the city. Is this fine? Sort of. I'll do another prefect because I don't trust him. No one ever comes here. Just accept 16 olives. Let's do some shipyard. Wharfs. We can sell from a granary, but I'd rather use a warehouse for simplicity's sake. Land traders, let's do fish and olives. We can do 8 because I'll need oil later, so let's go ahead and do that. And then we need a depot to bring it. Where do we want to build that though? Probably here, it's fine. Olives from 3 to 4. Come back to the desert, yeah. It's always when you play the northern maps for a while, at least for me, I forget to build prefects. So life is too good for too long. I have to pay the price. Open the trade route. Tapsus. Sell this. Sell that. We want Manda as well. We can sell this vine and then do some vines. Pretty simple. Just want to clean this layout a little bit because it's not very good. Not a dock, which means services can go here. Sea trade. Let's do 8 wine for now. Let's do Manda. So this as well. And like. Welcome. Thanks to the resub. Get some ships. There we go. Would like some highway, but it's expensive. Might do some cheap ass highway. I know this is gonna trigger some people, so I'm gonna make it nice. Why the weed though? Okay, whatever, I'm not gonna question it. Let's get a granary. You want a bridge here later? This would be okay. Let's get a road. How far can he walk? It's fine. Surely nothing would ever explode, ever. Not in my city. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I want a market, and a market, and a theater, and a school, and a lararium. You made it nice, triggered. To counter the assault. Okay. Influence, that's all. Battle of Pharsalus. Message. Dire news, Governor. Pompey Magnus has been defeated in the Battle of Pharsalus. We must now seek support in the wider provinces to carry out the war there. Your city is not an exception. Prove your loyalty by accommodating fleeing officials. New vital objective. You can choose to either support the Pompeian or the Caesarian forces in this event. How you choose will affect how the map will play out. Opening the trade route to Utica will support Pompey. If you do not open this trade route within a year, you will support Caesar. Supporting Pompey lets you keep the trade route to Utica and gives 2,000 denarii, but will cause several Caesarian invasions later. This is the military path with simpler economic management. Supporting Caesar will reduce some of your export prices, but you will gain 1 favor per year. This is the economic path with simpler military. So you can choose what you want. There's a lot of history as well. I'm not gonna be reading that. It's not suitable for a stream, but I recommend you read it if you're interested. Obviously, like with other messages. I think we'll go the... Okay, I have a call. Just like that. Well, have I chosen it? I think it's I should show the simpler path here, because it's split into single missions for a reason that if someone doesn't know how to beat something, they can just watch it. So we should do the simpler one, because I doubt people who are struggling will pick the Caesar route. It is more difficult. It's not extremely difficult or anything. I would actually like to play it because I didn't before, but for the sake of this serving the purpose which is made for, which is for people to know how to do it, we should do Pompey. So we should open the trade route to Utica. Yes. So now it became cheaper. It's 100 denarii. We can sell them weapons and vine and stone. Let's let them come here. Vine, weapons and stone. I need to get weapons here.
Pushing carts.
Okay, let's get weapons and allow land traders. There you go. We did sell the vine, which gave us a nice boost. We also get 2000 denarii now that we've opened this trade route. Oh. You know, I just made a mistake because we are starting with the Pompeians, I guess. I got it confused. We are supposed to do the Caesar path because it's easier, yeah. So now we are doing the harder one, which is to stick with the Pompeians. Oh well. Which means, yeah, I shouldn't sell weapons though. I shouldn't sell weapons. Is that exports or imports the weapons? They don't sell weapons. Okay, let's not get the weapons. So what I need to do is we need to... Okay, this is gonna be a bit harder then, but we did donate the initial money, we still can take the bailout. Let's go ahead and activate our military. Let's get... I'll do a military academy right away. The call just threw me off completely. Let's put this here. So this, allow armor car. There you go. And we need 4 legionaries. I'll make 1 for now. Oh, supply post. Okay, right. Supply post. Supply post. There we go. Okay, chosen wisely, governor. Okay, great. Caesarian forces are expected to invade in about 30 months. Prepare defenses and raise additional legions. Fund these preparations. Senate has sent you 2000 denarii. After 3 attacks, you'll be informed about developments. Yeah, so we need to survive. War never changes. Unless it, like, constantly does. It's one of the things. Full-out forces. Yeah, war is... actually the engine for change all the time. But, oh well. Let's not question things. Let's go with some javelins immediately. Javelins. We need more. This is not enough, I need more. I have double barracks, so we should make use of it. Let's go ahead and get another javelin fort. We need some defenses as well. If you stick with Caesar, it's much simpler. Just to, if someone wants to do that, you can, and it's kinda easier. You just get slightly harder economy, so you get less worth it for some goods, but that's fine. I unfortunately chose this instead, so we'll have to show you this, which is fine. We can deal with it. Let's get some extra food. This is a bit far, so what I would like to do is do another granary. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Or even here. Depends if I can stick a little wharfs down. There you go. These two can reasonably deliver, I think. It's not the greatest, but should be fine. And now we need a card depot for this. Gonna be here. Do fish. Accept fish. Bring fish from 6 to 5. There you go. We might need some more temples right away. Mana is a bit tight, but we didn't take the bailout yet. Let's go ahead and take it. Well, then I'll start to recruit, but we should have enough time, I think, with double barracks. Hungry soldiers, yeah, not great. I don't know if this trade route will actually buy all the fish we make here. I might do a depot. Send this to the housing, because it will feed another block, which will actually be pretty good. Let's do to 8, and we want to bring when it's over 4 units. So there's always a little bit for trade left. We do need a lot of workers though. But we should get it soon enough. Barracks are busy. Especially since soldiers were hungry. Yikes, I forgot my double barracks! I can rebuild them though. Because I have the double barracks on, I just don't ever use it, but we can do that. If this academy burns, that's gonna hurt my money a lot. Let's immediately build it. We cannot afford any delay. Always forget. Missiles. I think I lost some weapons in that fire, which is not good. Food should increase soon enough. Money is not great. We need to do more trade. I could do vines, but we don't have the... well, we have some labor. Could use much more though. If we do want to... do we have mission posts already? We do. Could do vines here, but maybe I'd rather use this. Let's check the pathing for this. Vines. No, library? No, mission post. There you go. Derpness. Yeah, meow for me. Instead is derpness.
And now, the darkness holds dominion.
It does.
Black as death.
One, two, three. Farm. One, two, three. Farm. Like this. Just let him spawn. Need some services. Let's put it down here. I have to go and see if they have food, because he might be annoying me because of food. I think I did feed them, but... Starving child, they had food. I don't know why, it's just wants cuddles, I guess, but not now. Kinda want this to go here. Can we do that? You'll see, this is the pacifying of natives is always a bit finicky. Rice on fish is quite nice for us. Also this, I think it's blocked off or something. There don't seem to be any guards. Oh, it has employees, it just needs guards from the barracks. That's fine. Really need these farms though. We don't want this connected because the mission post is already doing its job, and we don't want it to do more because it is extremely prone to fuck ups when you have it walk any length. Then it's, you know, it can be really tough to make it actually do its job. So let's make sure that it does do its job. No one comes here ever. Let's do vines. Let's set vines here. I don't know if we are. Vines 8. Let's go to depot. Fat lazy bastards, yeah. the mission post walkers can be really bad. They can sometimes only walk like 8 tiles. It's to do with, it's a special walker. Usually it walks more, but in a lot of circumstances it actually fucks up and then it doesn't. So yeah. Better not give it any chance to fuck up. I should make another fort. And it's gonna have to be, I think, archers. Archers are not great against legionaries, but they might be good in this instance. Just to get like a concentrated barrage of all kinds of projectiles. Okay, I want to plant some defense over here as well. This should make it so that the enemies all go here. Which here is also not good. I want to do this so that they go here. Here in Gabriel. See where in Carthago we are. And I chose the Pompeian path, which I didn't intend to, and I made a mistake. So now we are gonna fight Caesar. Oh well, Butterfingers. But it's not great, let's put down... Oh, yeah, right. Enable the forum. We need to do that. And it should be selling vines. I don't know if I set it up yet. Yes. Okay. We have a lot of labor. We need to put these people to work and make some more exports. This is not enough exports. Oh, I heard right, is Mara gonna fight Caesar? Yeah, but not the dead Caesar. I'm gonna fight Pompey Caesar. Yes, Mud Hut. Mud Hut cinematic. Very accurate. Still, okay, let's put one of the barracks to train guards. Which tower? Tower. I need this, I need the ballistae. That's where it is, I wouldn't choose it. But I haven't done it on stream technically before, and then I made a mistake. I wanted to select Caesar because this is like a guide. It's for people to see how I beat it. But I made a mistake, so we are fighting Caesar instead. It's not like a huge difference, I don't think. But obviously it is harder. Even if only slightly. So Utica would buy stone. We should do that. I don't know, we can do that all here, really. Let's go ahead and do some stone. Misclick galore. 16 stone. Not Governor's Mansion, a roadblock. There you go. We should sell the stone. There you go. I know you hate it, that's fine. So what do you actually get for not fighting Caesar? Well, it's explained in the message itself, but let's take a look. Battle of Pharsalus. It's got two options. So supporting Pompey lets you keep the trade route to Utica, which is an extra trade route already, so that's kinda valuable. Then you get 2000 denarii, and then you have to fight several Caesarian invasions. This is a military path with simpler economic management because there is more trade and better prices. But you have to fight Caesar initially. After you fight Caesar off, which is 3 attacks, you will get an event that persistently scavenges weapons from the battlefields, which is slightly boosting your eco because it's free weapons. And if you do Caesar, then you reduce your export prices, but you get +1 favor per year, and you don't get Utica obviously as a trade route. So it's again economic or military path. But even the economic one obviously still has Numidian invasions. I know I fought him in my first round too. Right. It's different than the original though. Originally it was a little bit different. Would like pottery, but it's clay. Clay from Manda. Could do, I don't have the workshops yet though. Next year, it's January, we need 1 more year. I could have had it if I paid my people +2 per year. I could have had the prosperity already. But that's fine. That is more than enough for all trade. But that being said, I had to build a lot of military up rather quickly. Clean up this a little bit. We'll need to build a lighthouse, but that needs to wait a little bit. How's the fish? It's okay, yeah, we can have the olives, that's okay. You have money? Just need jobs, but what would I invest into right now? Not quite sure, we could do iron. I can make iron. They sell timber and furniture. Marble, that's right. We should do marble. Don't like how that is. This is more than enough. It's producing slowly, so we might as well just make it go directly to the warehouse. I want that tile to be the access point, so let's do that. We need to cut this off though, otherwise they will not cover the mines properly. This needs to accept marble. We don't do vine yet, so just get rid of that. Let's do marble. Yeah, we just gave them jobs, so they should be happy. We could give them extra entertainment to just leave me alone. But it needs to go like here. Later the school, actors colony. Which means these need protection from risks as well. We can do workshops around here later, so it's okay. Speaking of workshops, we'll need to set up our... We can wait, but we need to find out if I can like put a warehouse here facing this way, because there's gonna be a bridge feeding this block with this supply hub. That's my idea at least. So I don't want to have multiple. Multiple would be pretty bad. Finished Mali this last week, super easy this time around. I saw it. It is easy. Because most people struggled hard with Miletus before. It's supposed to be more of an introduction to the health. When people don't build a hospital, you have much harder time with sickness. Okay, straining of fish. I think we made plenty thus far. Could benefit from better highway, but I don't know if I want to build a full highway. Probably not a full highway, maybe just partial highway. We can have workshops. Striving to open Sarana. They do buy weapons and iron. Let's go ahead and set it up. But I might not build it yet, we'll see. Set this to export oil. I know. It's fine. Gods are getting angry, which is not good. This, set this to accept 8 stone. Let's do 8 oil. Workshop oil. The highway is really pricey, so that's why it made us go into debt. Should be fine. Soon enough. Sell the marble. Gods, we need to deal with the gods. I can do monuments, but I don't have bricks, and making bricks is gonna be really expensive, so let's just go ahead and do some more small temples. I don't like it though, I don't like small temples, they are awful. And they are also awful for levy. But needs must. We'll probably do monuments soon though. If I have the money, I would like to. Speaking of money, we should probably do another fort. And I need... Can I get a mine up here? Let's do some weapons for the military. Actually, I'm most looking forward to the changes on Londinium and Lindum. There are some. Don't remember from top of my head what are all the changes. That is Hadrian's Wall now with Lindum. That is also less it's less punishing military, even though before you said on Haven that you lost and had to restart. Well, you chose the harder military part, so like obviously you need to manage the force as well, and you made some mistakes, so that was completely fair in my eyes, but still, I made it easier. Because if you choose the harder way and you make mistakes, like, you should lose. That's how it should be. I don't see a problem with that. But it's, again, it's supposed to be friendly even to new people, but the harder missions, the later ones should be boss missions. As in any other game ever. the campaign should ramp up in difficulty, not go down, as it's usual in the normal campaign, where the later you go, the more brain dead the missions get. I did specifically not want that for this. Let's import some clay and sand. This is gonna be expensive. Let's take a look at the prices. Pottery 300, 285 for bricks. Sand 85, clay 120, yep. Ridiculous. Let's get a warehouse. Sea trade. Let's do sand and clay. No traders, just monument building. We need timber as well, but let's just do some bricks first. Workshop, let's go brickworks. 2 is fine. Workshops, concrete maker, let's do 2. Need some monument builders, so let's go work camp. Architects Guild. What else do we want? This should be fine. We do need timber. Where do we get timber from? It's the trader of Sirena. Yeah. Let's do it. Handle imports. 8. 8, and let's do a second dock. Numidians. This is a problem because Caesar is still yet to arrive, and it could happen. But this is China. It should be good. And to be fair, that comment was more being sold over Valencia, right? I didn't know you lost on Valencia, actually, but I don't know if I made any changes to military. I did generally change everything. It's just been a while, so I don't remember all the changes I did. I thought it was about Lindum. Lutetia, yeah, Lutetia can be hard. It is the first one that says, though, the missions get harder, and this is the first one that is harder, because it's not linear. There's no way to make everyone go into a single spot. You can still make a lot of people go to a one kill zone, but no longer to just one, like on Mediolanum, right? I need to dispatch this quickly so we can focus on Caesar when he attacks. Go back. I would like another Legion fort, but it is getting a bit pricey. Let's go with some Legionaries again. There you go. Already 6 forts in the first attack. Yeah. Can probably make some wine to sell. I know, Caesar, I know you hate me. It's fine. It's fine. Let's go with some workshops. Workshop, wine. Connect. Probably remove the roadblock. This is fine. I'd like a second depot, bringing more vines. I'm probably spending way too much labor, yeah. This is way too much labor. We need to evolve people soon. Is this gonna cover it? It is, but I don't trust it. And also having prefects around is just good. Because this is actually where enemies will come to. What we need is a workshop, or sorry, workshop warehouse. Oh, I made a mistake with this. Should make sure that's not a problem. Only market ladies, no one else, except pottery. Let's go with some workshops. Pottery workshop. You can do 3, 4 for now. It will be enough. Linden would have been fine, but I built the Mars Temple immediately upon choosing the war path. I underestimated how fast the military would ramp up. So yeah, but it's been changed. It's less punishing, because it was like a custom map level difficult before, because of how non-linear it is. But it is still harder if you go with the military choice, which most people probably will, because it's allowing you to use mission posts, and that means more of the map. But it also, yeah, it does ramp up as you build up your military. It's tied to it, so it's not only that you set up and win. Like, any mistake will kill you, like losing troops by setting up too close and losing a couple of guys. Well, another invasion could be big, and if your troops are refilling and you are only using Mars Temple and 1 barracks, which you should. This is one mission where you start with 2 barracks, but I don't normally multi-barracks. Then you can't refill before the next round of casualties, and then that kind of kills you. Plus, some units arriving before the other ones join. All these sort of small mistakes add up, especially on maps like that. Yeah, a lot of people did both options just to see how it differs, because that's why it is there in the first place, is to provide some sort of variety and experiment a little bit with it and see what you like, because not everyone will like the same path, and that's fine. Especially with the military, there are some people who just don't like the military in Caesar at all, basically, if it's not, you know, set and forget. Let's get some monuments. I'll make some mausolea. Expensive. I'll do it. The claim ports are gonna kill me. It's ridiculous. And the sand as well. Maybe we can offset it. We are making money. Oh wait, I should sell oil. I don't think I'm selling oil. Am I? No, I am. Okay. Sell it. Sell it all. Try hard not to do the holiday wages exploit from Massilia like I shamefully did the first time. I think the best thing about Massilia, I'm actually looking forward to it, is there is so much trade that you can not do it. You should not have to use the wages exploit. But of course you can. It does allow you to do things faster. But personally, I don't even enjoy that, to be honest, because it does trivialize a lot of the game. So I'd rather just, you know, suck up the debt if I have to have debt. Also, the attacks did not happen yet. I'm confused and worried. I think it will start soon. It's at 30 months, and it's been however long. It should happen. It's gonna happen soon. Pretty sure. Increased trading of oil to Thapsus is good. Don't make that much. Could make more. But my labor is not looking fresh, and I need... I really can't justify another block yet. Food is sort of fine for the moment. But yeah. Maybe if we save up, I should do another block. Immediately we will evolve people, which is also a concern. They should be getting their entertainment, right? Yikes. What's happening? Did I build on natives? You... Okay. This is what happens when you make a mistake with the natives. Where is the crush? What was destroyed? This, okay. Now it's time to panic. Now it's absolutely time to panic. Need to put down the Mud Hutters. It is necessary. They will calm down. I did remove the offending problem. But obviously they will get extremely angry about a lot of things. Not the warehouse. No. What is being crushed? There was a lot of explosions. What was it? Oh, it's my... yeah, okay. It's the stone. Everyone go home. I think we put them down. It's okay. Need to rebuild this warehouse, though. Where is the depot that handles olives? This one. Let's wait. I know, but I had some problems, okay? You have to cut me some slack. Butterfingers. What did the Romans ever do for us? Good question. Entertainment, not enough. You lie. This is a lie. I've been giving you things. Why are you upset? Do you not have a theater? You do have a theater. Do you not have... Are you not entertained? You are entertained. Are you Oh, I know what might be happening. If this road is counting as access, they might not be getting shows. Yep. They're not getting shows. This should fix it. They should be sending now. Because if it's connected to two different roads, then the destination walkers tend to fuck up. Yeah. I think it's fixed. Yeah. That's why the military is the worst part of Season 3. Still better than every other Impression City builder by far. Yeah, at least it's not stat sheets. Like in Emperor and Pharaoh. Where, you know, one enemy infantry can kill 8 of yours just because they have plus 600% cheats on every stat. On very hard, that is. Here there is just more of them. Which I consider way more fair. Harumph. Okay, we should fix it. I'm tempted to stop the imports of various things because that's killing me at the moment. I had to invest into military earlier, which is not good. And Caesar still didn't attack. This feels like it's bugged. Within 30 months. We'll see. Zeus, at least it does do more enemies throw depending on difficulty, huh? Yeah, that's a better solution to go about it. We did solve our unemployment issues, but it's only because a lot of the industry got crushed, I think. It's possible there is a bug with the Caesar. That doesn't seem normal. There is supposed to be a clock that handles it. We'll see. Let's make some money, come on. We need to build a lighthouse. I think is very expensive. Let's get a lighthouse here. I'll allow the lighthouse keeper there. I need to import some clay again. And sand. Separate this. Hey, Mario. I need stone, that's right. I forgot completely. This needs to accept stone. You can make it locally. Legion attacks, okay. There we go. So Caesar is not bugged. Governor, the traders have landed. We need to push them back into the sea. Okay. Well, that will be something. Something dark side. Something wonderful. Let's go ahead and get this. Fortunately, the military should be ready for this. I should put some legionaries on line formation because they throw Pila. I only have one legion fort. I thought I made two and I copied the wrong one. Let's make them go into a line. A line will be better. The road to Rome seems more open. It is, I think. There's been some changes, there's a lot of changes. I forgot what all of it is. But it's to specifically make it so it's not so annoying. Also, favor no longer crumbles from the event because we can set it as a specific invasion now. This is just the first one. The first one is pretty small. The consecutive ones, we have 3 total attacks. This is the first one. It is pretty easy. The next one is gonna be harder. I would like another block. Let's see if we can do like a statue up here. These people need some extra desirability. It is, because it's a specific invasion. It doesn't need to crumble the favor anymore. Which is good. Okay, this is set up. We have money. Let's build the block. This is a pretty cursed block, but it will work. It's already laid out for us. I could change it. I don't feel like changing it though. If it works and I don't have to touch it, that's just good. In my eyes, at least. But we could build something specific, of course. Probably next, we need 8,000 population. This will be like 7k for both of the blocks. I will need patricians, but maybe a small pleb block, we'll see. I would like houses to be on this side because of supply. But then again, maybe not, because markets need to go here, yes, but also this could cause problems with buildings being here, touching the other road, so it's better if we use it for some houses as well. And then make sure we put some markets down. This should work. Do need a reservoir. That rock is gonna be pretty nasty. I want to remove this house. Three prefects because it's a desert. There you go. Ship's bridge. Well, let's wait. We can't spend too much at the moment. Playing maps with up to 25,000 pop, but I'm thinking of lowering my hard limit to 20,000 because 25,000 is boring and waiting for plebs to move in. I find it tedious. Even depends on the map though. It's some maps are okay. Other maps, even 10,000 is too much. So it depends what the map is, how much trade is there, what are the prices. But generally, anything above like 20k is just too much. It's to help counter the rocks somewhat. Yeah, it would. But I can also do more fountains, which is probably what I'll do. Because I don't want to build a Grand Temple yet. I'm planning for it. I do want Venus and Neptune, but I need a lighthouse, I need these first, so maybe, but expensive. Very expensive. Never play maps where you're forced to shove people in every possible corner. There are puzzle maps where you have to win one way and there is only one way to build things and you have to absolutely use every square. And if you build something that's not supposed to be there, you lose. Or you have to tear it down and rebuild it. But even I don't play maps like that, so you don't have to. But they exist. They do exist. They have good food for the army? Yeah, not good. It's fish. It's only fish ever. But that is enough. They do eat a lot though, because Augustus makes them eat a lot on very hard. In Julius you don't even feed people, groups, but... yeah. This is more for which old Haven maps I like to not play, yeah. There are definitely some you can find that are like that. As I said, they do exist. I just generally don't consider them very good. Because it's way too linear. But to each their own, there are some people who love that. So for them, you know, all the power to them. I wouldn't want to take it away from them. But I also do not want to subject myself to those maps. Money still good. Money, it's good. It's tight. That means it's good. I should sell more processed goods, really. I've been not having as many workshops as I possibly should have. Let's add a couple more workshops. There's one with 101 year survival, and I just skipped after a while, nothing was even happening. Yeah, there's also the thing that a lot of maps on Haven are made by people who, like, it's their first map, so they made obvious mistakes which are just not done because they didn't do any research, so they make, you know, frustrating things happen. And that's just, well, like, why? What does it prove to sit there when nothing's happening? It's like... the survival time can be managed very poorly if it's not set up well. So, yeah. Generally, just avoid things that have a potential to be a disaster, at least as an advice. Like, if you want to make a map, make something simple first. Just something that works, that's enjoyable, and then you can make crazy or specific things, but going immediately into crazy things is not gonna result in success most of the time. Let's do more stone. Rome supplies wheat on that map. RSW is just an inherently bad thing to put in a map. Rome supplies wheat. Yeah, you know why it exists. Some people will wonder, why does it even exist? It exists because if you've played Vanilla campaign, you know that Brandisium and specifically Ostia, or the Aventine, which is the first map in Vanilla, has you get wheat automatically. So they invented a mechanic just for that first map, so they don't have to explain what food is. But for custom maps, or like mechanically speaking, it is bad because it will never allow you to evolve past large insula. So your prosperity is always gonna have to be like 70 as a goal if you want every single house to be that. And there are some niche uses to that. I could see a couple concepts of maps that would work with it, but it would be super boring, and it would also not really work as well as just say import food instead, which you can do with Augustus relatively reliably, while in Julius importing food was always really terrible. But yeah, that's why it exists. Is it a good reason? No. But it's been, again, this game has been made 25,000 years ago, so you need to cut it some slack with some puzzling design. Series priest, oh, that's correct. And as I said yesterday, you know, I give some slack to things that are, you know, made 25,000 years ago, because I'm like, yeah, it's literally been made like at the dawn of civilization when men walked the earth in sheepskins, and I can understand why they didn't design every single feature and mechanic impeccably, because a lot of it was being established by games like this. As sort of a, like, what's good and what's bad to do in a game. But with Augustus, there's active development being done, so I no longer, or I will not give it as much slack. If I see something that's just inherently bad, I will call it out for it, even though I am kind of close with the devs and I respect their work. I also, you know, play the game a lot, and so I realize what is good and what is bad, and some things just don't have a use. But I also know why they made that specific epithet, and why they did the other one with the chariots for the Neptune Temple. You know why these two exist in Augustus? The reason being that some people on the dev team are not stellar players, they are more casuals, and they would see this as good, because they would have an interconnected city that's a mess, and they would go, oh, I want all my temples to send priests to my pantheon, or all my cities temples to suddenly act as markets, because I don't know how shit works, and my city is a mess, it's interconnected, people take literally 10 years to go across the city to fetch wheat from one corner to another, so this would help that kind of city. Will it help a city that's well designed though? No. Like, it's actually a detriment. So that's where the creative difference comes from, is that people play a different way, and they play this way, and that's why they would see it as good. Because for them it would be useful, but you know, for this playstyle, like playing sort of competently, no. It will not help. And that's why there are such big differences in what the devs might consider good, or as opposed to what is good. I'm not gonna... oh, maybe this could be a house. We need to water these people. This is gonna result in some pretty serious sentiment issues very soon. Let's build this ship's bridge. I'll need markets. We need wharfs. Let's get some wharfs. Now we need to provide some extra entertainment because sentiment is going to become pretty terrible pretty soon. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I need water. Be liberal with the fountains. That would be a perfect fountain spot. Pretty much. The one house is annoying me. I will still use the fountain for it, it's fine. There is another Caesarian invasion. There is also going to be Numidians soon. Unless you lower the difficulty, but then the game becomes trivially easy. I think you said you tried to see how it would play with very easy. There's no levy or anything, so pretty easy. But it's there for people who like to play that way, you know. I know people who play on only hard, they don't play on very hard, and that's fine. But then most of the maps I make at least will not be balanced. You will have too much money. Obviously, if you use that. And a lot of people might not realize, but like having too much money is a problem, because it not only is it not gonna make you then consider like, oh, I need to expand my trade, so it forces you to build your city more, but it also will be boring, because then I don't need anything, I'm just sitting here and have anything, so like, that's the problem. It's not really about the military much, because if you enjoy lower numbers, that's fine.
A good day to you. Can I interest you?
Alright. It's the second invasion. The third one is still gonna happen. Water. We have water. We need markets. 2 markets might not be enough though. I will remove a house. Is this gonna work? It has a chance of not working, yeah, it's fine. Let's go with some Lararia. Let's get some ponds. This is wharfs, but struggling to see how I could water that. I could just not have these houses, but then the block's gonna be pretty inefficient. But it's fine, because I want to kinda build another block anyway. So why don't we do that? This bathhouse. I'm terrified of this tile. It could break it. Let's hope it does not break it. Because that would not be cool. Defect. This thing. Except fish. We want to do second food type wheat when we unlock it. Which is gonna be in a while. Bring it to 5. There you go. On say normal, small insula will give more tax than grand insula and very hard. They're easier to please because of the lower difficulty, so you technically don't even need exports unless you are limited like Londinium. Yep. I know. Sentiment is easier, health is easier, taxes are easier, everything is easier on the like trivial difficulty. Just know that Market Lady is going to distribute shit to the fishermen through flood block. Yeah, but I'm willing to roll that dice. I think. Is it good? No, I would not recommend doing that, but greed. Pure unadulterated greed means I will roll the dice on that. Is it sane? You be the judge of that. This is the always sunny in Philadelphia moment. I'm telling you, it's fine. It's gonna be fine. It's a conspiracy. The market ladies are in cahoots with the Numidians. All planning the downfall of this city. I can understand playing the base game on hard because of the immigration bug, to be fair. Yeah, that is true, but it's been fixed. Even in Julius. But some people don't like it, you know, some of the purists on Haven play with that on purpose because they hate that it's been fixed. Because some of these people, they hate themselves. I've been doing research for the latrines, and I was like, oh hey guys, I know you play without global labor pool, even with Augustus, right? So like, would you like this? Would you like a building that can act as a better well, essentially? And they say, no, I enjoy the mechanical complexity of being, you know, butt-fucked by the mechanics of the game. Okay, fine. Then we don't need to have that, because the people who would technically benefit the most out of that mechanic just don't want it. I think the devs will still implement it, but I gave up because it's the people who would the mechanic be for, they don't want it. So, you know. Make of that what we will. Let's get a school. It's the Bruegel and Trollgood. These, yeah, but there are others. These two are like the real old guard. They do that though. They do play without immigration bug fix. What if you roadblock the fuck out of the section, allowing everyone but the market ladies through? But this needs to have access to the fish, to the wharves. They need to have road. You know. And if it's a roadblock, it's not a road, so they can't spawn. It doesn't count as a road access. So just believe. It is the believer market. It peddles in miracles. This is a fucking miracle that this works. Although I think Jake said even Bruegel started using Julius because it has the option to disallow everything in a warehouse with one button. Probably, but I think Bruegel no longer plays the game as much as he did before. But I don't know enough. I don't follow this anymore, so it's possible. Market ladies and the Numidians are totally in cahoots. They are been cahooting. Cannot have that. Let's get a massive pond here. Need to get people nice things so they stop tearing everything down. This hut is a problem. Because this HUD hates the... It hates this. It hates life. I can't fix it. I would need Venus Temple or... better yet, maybe Mercury. But expensive. We don't want that yet. We want to get... maybe the first Grand Temple under construction, but... the monuments are taking a while. Is this allowing... yeah, I need to do that. This should help. Yeah, build all the things. I would like some more monument builders. Not super safe. So I'll double down and split this. So we want to set it up later. But money looks much better at the moment. Some of the desirability is awful though. No question about that. I'm gonna say Mercury around the plazas. Yeah, but there are only 2 land trade routes, which means that I would benefit very little from that. Venus is better. Because at least it helps sentiment and desirability. Well, Mercury would... yeah, it helps my trade, but my trade doesn't need help. It's already... I think the quotas are fine. But Venus Temple would have a use. This rock is evil. Probably do a block here later. Yeah, I will have to, because if I build a block here, it would still be too far away from the supply hub anyway. That being said, I could build here, but this is patrician zone, so I don't really wanna. Let's probably build this here. Oh, Hail Venus Genetrix. I've built it on every map since Brundisum, which can tell you how good it is. I like more markets. When I overproduce food and stuff, mean more markets mean more storage for my own production, giving me more time to fix the problem. Sort of. But the markets don't keep that much in them. This is 5 cartloads. You want depots, really. Build that buffer. Sweet, sweet buffer. Which reminds me, I'm not making nearly enough fish. But we also don't have much money. I'll probably colonize one of the islands. For some juicy fish. Last Caesarian invasion is probably gonna be inbound soon. So we will see. We need to... do we colonize one of the islands? This one, but... the tile, it brings a tear to my eye, and not for a good reason. It is not good. I can do this though. Which is good. Ship's bridge. I could also put wharfs here, but let's use it. Wharf. If I want to bridge over, I need to sacrifice that wharf. And here as well, right? That tile. Oh yeah. So I can have 2 wharfs. Oh jeez. That is not good. I will probably just make more. Probably don't need the 3rd one though, so we can just build here. Right. Yep. Granary. And then these 2, I'm gonna just route them to that one. pretty sure I do not want to build another granary for this. Oh yeah, that rock is not good. Let's just not have that. The islands are not great, but they will still work. That's what we need. Depot for fish. Bring fish from... let's wait. What is this? Stabby. Oh yeah, right. It was in the median. Five. There you go. Money, not great, but it's alright. This doesn't seem like it's being taken away fast enough. Probably double up. Double down on that. 1,000 and it's the clay and sand imports. We are doing way too much. We also built that Grand Temple, so that is taking a toll on our money. Let's get a statue here for now. I'd like to tax at least some of these people, which means enable the form. Best temple by a huge margin overall, unless the military is insane, then Mars passively could be better. I mean, on some maps you have to make the Mars temple as the first one. But for like benefits to the city, Venus is by far the best. Then probably Ceres, then the Neptune temple. Mars itself for the 10% reduction is okay, but it actually doesn't matter quite as much. It's like each workshop can feed 20 houses with goods. Mars Temple makes it so you can have 22 houses by a single workshop, which is okay. But also means you need a small temple to Mars in each of your blocks. Sometimes I don't want to do that. In this instance it's fine, I do have the space. Money is still not good. I could donate to the city. Caesarians, this is the last attack. This is going to be the largest. There's a lot of blue boys, but I think we are fine because we have in fact invented the Maxim machine gun, but not quite. We don't have the Mars Temple yet, but it is a bit scary. Yeah. I think we've been. But they are going to town. One of my guys. We took some losses, it's okay. That is fine. Could actually sell some weapons. I think, who buys weapons? Sirena? Do land traders buy weapons? They do. I could bring them here. Yep, let's do that. I'd like to produce them locally as well. If I can't make more here, which I don't think I can. This is just for my legions, really. Do we have other rocks? Yeah, we do. Got some weapons going. Or 8 workshops, this should be more than enough to satisfy demand. It will be expensive, but this will be worth it. Weapons, you should designate weapons to be sold. Yep. So before I'll calculate how many workshops and farms I need for each resource, but I don't include temple epithets. I will produce from that number by at least 10%. Yeah, I mean, you want to make sure you have enough, but I don't even calculate it most of the time. I just look, I'm set up industry, then I see, is this good? If not, add. If it's, you know, if it's stacked, good. I add housing, then that's how I play, but you can play the other way. Also, this changed. It is changed. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Stop it. Stop it, stupid. Okay. Good. Good means this is now a problem. They are going across the bridge. It is not good that they go across the bridge, but with the bolstered things, we should be fine. You know, now fish is more tricky to calculate, because distance to fishing spot, there is a formula, it's just you need to live in a basement and not have a life if you want to know the formula, or use it practically in a sort of scenario. It is not for normal people to bother with. It is a bit special. Only for the real special forces. But I have covered it in a video for those 5 people who care about that sort of thing. Get some more stone. I'm not happy with this yet. We probably do want to expand that, but it needs to wait. Concrete should take a while, but that's okay. Just make money. Call it the basement dweller one or something. That's for the mergers. That's the basement no life way to handle house mergers. Something like 640, 17 times distance from fishing point or something. Yeah. It is something like that. I don't even know, because I forget a lot of the things that I don't use. It's sort of like with school. If it's something that I learned and I don't use it, then I just forget it. And this is one of those things. I don't think I've ever used that formula. I just judge it. I look at it and like, yeah, this is gonna be fine. This is too far away. And so I'm not bothering with like some of that. But you don't need to know that. You really don't need that in your life. You might think you do, but you don't. It is useless information. In like almost every situation I can think of. Yeah, if you play a map that requires you to think that way, okay. But those maps are pretty rare. That's like some extreme nerdery. If a map requires that level of knowledge, then the map isn't worth playing. Well, maybe it is, but that depends what you want from the game. I don't generally want that, because it's too much nerdery. I just don't want that. They exist, but that's the level of... that's the puzzle maps where you have one solution ever. I don't play these, usually. Lighthouse. we unlocked some more trade partners. There is Massilia, there is Alexandria, there is Syracuse, a lot of trade, a lot of money to be made. I just need to make the money to open it, which they are quite expensive. I do need to set my trade policy. We will be going for money. Don't say you are special. That's not a good thing. The other extreme, there is an audience for completely flat sandbox maps for 9 balance map. Yep. I mean, yes. I think I explained it, but essentially, this is your, let's say, this is where all the maps in Caesar that have ever made are on. Vanilla campaign is here, okay? This is vanilla campaign. This is how hard it is, and this is easy, hard, okay? There are maps that are here. These maps are the puzzle maps. One solution. You need to know everything or you lose. You need to build certain things in certain spot or you lose. You have very limited resources and time to beat them. They're often very small, so you can't fit things properly. That's what the extreme is. Then this, beyond sandbox, is actually the easiest possible map, and that is complete open terrain with not even token challenge, like no cliffs apart from some rocks to mine from, and geometric water, like water that's like this. And it connects like this to the trade or whatever. That's what this is. That's the easiest. And then you have, this is the vanilla campaign where you have token challenge, and it's really like dated, not really very good, especially with Augustus. Very simple, too easy for most people, even on very hard. Then you have the very hard custom maps, which would be like here. This is the normal staple map that's like good to play for a challenge. It usually has some economic difficulties, some military difficulties. A normal, proper, very hard custom map from Caesar Haven is here. Reconquered, which is what we are currently playing, is here. It is in the middle, because there was nothing really between these two things before. So, I hope that explains it. But that's essentially how things are. In 2024. I mean, if you are new, then a lot of the custom maps would be too difficult, probably. For someone completely new to impression style games, because some people don't even realize like how city building works, because they never played a city builder before. And those people exist. So they don't even like, they see you know, units in a warehouse, and then they click on a house and think, oh, that is 391 cartloads of fish in this house? You know? Because they are not familiar with splitting into hundreds and whatnot. So that is the mindset that you have to deal with if you design a modern city builder, and you design it by taking inspiration from Impressions games. Some plenty of geometric old Caesar Haven maps in my play old maps in Augustus streets. Can believe that. But I would not recommend it, probably. To me, that's a sensory deprivation tank, because I play it and I feel nothing. It's like, it gives me nothing. But to each their own, as I said. Some people enjoy that, and to them, let them play what they want. They don't need to play anything else. Not their father to tell them what to do with their life. Get some more marble. Should I say Pharaoh is better for new players just because of what trivial very easy is? Perhaps. But Pharaoh also has mandatory breaking of loops with the juggler school, you know, the juggler school. The worst thing ever invented, conceived by man. The juggler school. You know what it is? You know what I'm talking about? Seems like every week now we have a meme when Juggler School is sitting in its bunker, seeing the downfall of the Reich. That's how bad Juggler School is. Maybe Zeus would be better. Yeah, I think so. Because it doesn't have the nonsense military scaling. Entertainment venues. I don't think the trade is super optimized because some of them might be... Are they backtracking? I don't even know. I don't think they are, but I could be wrong. Really need to make more oil. Can we? We can. Let's add more oil. Let's add a mission post to this. Hey Durbin, welcome. Thanks for the Prime. Love this game. Good. It is a very good game. Civil War ends. Have it your way, Governor. Time will show the error of your ways. Even now, my legions are marching on the other cities that resist the natural order of things. The leaders of the Pompeian faction have taken their life or died on the battlefield. Have not seen each other the last. New development. Civil War ends and the attacks from Caesarians will cease. Your city will gain +1 weapons each month from scavenging battlefields. Okay. Let's get some more olives. Split this in half. I actually need him to cover a lot of this. There's this hut. This would probably be fine if I do this. There you go. Probably need another depot to carry the olives. Should do that. Send a marble. We need a wheat. We need population for that to happen. Also, we are building Venus, so that's good. Just need concrete. Don't forget the infamous dancer bug. To explain shortly, dancers in Pharaoh are supposed to spawn at pavilions, then walk around housing block to provide access, but they like to spawn at random roads around the city. Sometimes even off-road. Yeah. Normal things that you might expect to happen, yes. Seems like a good thing. We probably have a big disparity in definitions of what's good. Explosion. Oh, this exploded. It didn't explode before. Right, too far away for the prefect. It's gonna double up on the services though. We don't want explosions. There's a lot of fish, we overproduce fish. It's okay, we can source from this for another block later. Well, can directly, but we can tap it with a depot. Sort of like a daisy chain. Of the OG Pharaoh, but I can't defend the Horglass and jank it has. It has a lot of jank. Almost any feature in that game has some sort of weird thing that they thought, oh, let's improve the formula. And it turns out they didn't necessarily improve the formula. Like the Juggler School, or, you know, the constantly respawning animals that you have to constantly kill. It's not just about you building policemen everywhere, it's all about hearing the noise of that one hippopotamus dying for the 1500th time when you get this city. You can sell oil overseas, but probably not. Let's open more trade. We can sell the marble. Which'll be good. You have to destroy the pavilion and put it somewhere else, and they pray the bug doesn't happen again. Sounds amazing. Can't say if, I don't know if it exists in Pana. Don't know that either. We should really focus on some furniture soon, after we do the Venus temple. I need to set up an area for it. Prefect died, okay. But that's a lot of money, send it. Oh, I cut off my... yeah, okay. Let's fix it. There you go. We need to set up an area for manufacturing furniture. I think I'll put it here, probably. Timber, furniture, also furniture and oil. Bring furniture from 14 to 10. Can set up a depot for oil. Four to 10. Some devolution, some low evo is still present, which is not great. We'll see. I might have to even remove this house actually, because it's just a pain. It will struggle, even with Venus. Let's do this. It's getting done. Last stage, which is the biggest one, but we should have the resources for it. Shouldn't be a big deal to make. Get some more mausolea. Syracuse buys more marble. I'm probably not making enough marble then, which is fine. We can sell vine to Alexandria. It's expensive though. Massilia is weapons as well. Let's do that. Timber is more expensive, that's fine. Let's get them a library. Wheat cultivation, wheat farms unlocked, okay. Just put this here so it works. Now we can do the second food type. I was waiting for that. Do need to claim the land from the natives, but that's okay. How is this looking for, yeah, pacification? That can be a farm. That can be a farm. Go with that one. If you want to do that one, we need to calm down the natives though. Probably want a granary around here. Let's do 16. I will use this as a source for the second block, or the third block. So we need another one. Which is okay. So there's someone in my comments that I probably won't play Pana because I've heard it isn't good, and that someone else clearly got triggered for me saying that. Yeah, some people, you know, people get attached to things they have a lot of faith in, and they think it's the next best thing after sliced bread, even if it really isn't. Especially with things that are kind of either badly made or they just want to like it. They want everyone else to like it. And then if they see any sort of disparate, you know, thought that you don't actually agree, then they lash out. And that is what's happening. Essentially, it happened with Manlords, it happens with Pana a lot. But that doesn't mean that it's your fault, it's just some people have a very hard time accepting other opinions. Or, you know, seeing things not through rose-tinted glasses. But let them enjoy what they want, but to me, I would not pay money for Pana. I don't want to encourage practice of making something as horribly broken and bare bones as Pana is. I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I would have liked if they kept the normal Pharaoh instead, because I feel like it's worse in most ways. There's no military still, I don't think. It's like, it's, you know. But again, if you like that, you can like that. That's fine. You can disagree with me. It's okay. But I don't want anything to do with that game. Of this. The appreciated Augustus devs increased the radius of mission posts from 3 to 4 tiles. Wasn't that always the case? I think it's always been the case, but I could be wrong. I don't know everything, but I'm under the impression it is been always the case. Copium in your first Manlords VOD in the comments like this, likes, dislikes were real. Yeah, it was. They don't get quite as butthurt today as they did on the release, but you know, looking at things realistically is just not appreciated. They want you to blindly applaud to things, and that's what they want to hear. They want you to reaffirm their opinion. They don't want to hear anything else than they think. Unfortunately, I refuse to cater to that. I will always say what I think, and that's unfortunately a problem, so take it or leave it. I do, you know, it's not on you, but like, I accept that some people will not like it, and that's fine. I don't need everyone to like it. That's the thing. It's like a lot of people don't realize, but I don't actually like give a shit if they don't agree, because I don't need everyone to agree, and that's fine. People can have different opinions. But I also don't want to pay money or play games that are busted or, you know, not well designed. Because I have so much to choose from. You have so many games to choose from today. And they are at the tips of your fingertips. You can buy literally any game you want. It's so easy nowadays. And why would you spend time playing something that's inferior if you don't have to? Because in the past, a lot of games that were bad were still kind of good because you didn't have many games. You got like demos from the magazines and whatnot. But nowadays you have so much very easily accessible that no longer will this be sort of tolerated, because you don't need to play the game if it's not good. And that's what makes the, you know, environment more competitive as well. In a way it's good, because it allows only the best to rise to the top, but it also hurts the AAA industry, because AAA games are generally terrible. So it is a good thing overall that the accessibility of gaming has become so easy. But it also carries with it other things, that throughout all the quantity of games that are made nowadays, of course, a lot of them will not be good. That's fine. Not all games need to be good. Some of them will also cater to a very specific audience, and that's also fine. I'm not mad because someone made a game that's not made to be enjoyed by me. That's fine. Like, make what you want. As long as it makes you money or it achieves what you set out to do, that's okay. But, you know, people shouldn't expect me to pay for something that I don't want, never asked for. And I think that's also fine. Sure, it was 3 in the OG. Maybe, I don't know. I was under the impression it was 4 always, but I could be wrong on that. We feed them wheat. Need some bricks. Probably gonna have an invasion. Enemies distant. They want to stabilize the blocks. The evolutions are a big mess. But they will be sorted soon enough. Make sure we do a better supply. Shame. 2 more bricks, there we go. Brick rocks have been not the greatest. Mission posts were on the thing in the first playthrough. I used Wolf Walkers, but since they're kinda inefficient, they are horrible. They can break pretty easily, I know. So I would understand it. But also, I think a lot of people have moved on from Force Walkers in general because they recognize that no longer are they really even good. Since you don't have to worry about logistics being busted anymore, it's like you don't need to break them. It's the effort you need to put in to set up Force Walkers, the extra space you need, and the time it takes is far outweighed by making actual good blocks. Because it will put you behind. And even previously, conceptually, I didn't like Force Walkers, reason being, it eliminates and breaks the fundamental mechanic of the game. Without walkers, why don't you then go and play something else then, Caesar? If you can't be bothered to learn how walkers work, you know? Because they can be used pretty extensively without breaking them. It's just that people went from, oh, I spam 9x9 lols, to, oh, I can't spam 9x9s, I'm just gonna break it. Because I can't be bothered to learn what's in the middle. I go from one extreme to another. It's not normal. You know, but then again, people can play however they want, but I generally don't seek out that kind of content or even like look at cities that use it because I don't find it interesting. Love Force Walkers, but it isn't the end-all be-all of everything. No, it's not. That's the thing. It's an exploit, but it's not even as good as some people think. So an exploit that's not even efficient is... I don't know. It's a bit weird. Everyone did. That's not to shit on these people. I always say, everyone started as a 9x9er. There's no shame in that. There's no shame. The shame is in refusing to learn or bashing people who did learn. And saying, oh, you know, I only do this and you are stupid for not doing that. No. But there are better ways to go about it and you can learn them. There is a plethora of information available on how to do that. But there's no shame in using or having used 9x9s in the past, especially. It's very easy to find as a, like, oh, you should do this, and then you figure out, oh, it's actually not that good. Which it isn't. It's like, on a desert, 9x9ers would also do 7x7, which is, you know, something. Genetrix. Well, let's watch people evolve instantly. Yes, we need entertainment, I believe. Or, oh, no, we don't have wheat accepting. Yeah, there we go. Eat it. Eat the wheat. Eat it. Eat the wheat. There you go. Get an insula. Now we will need another block. It could be a line block. We just need labor for patricians. I might do a regular island. I don't know yet. We'll see. 22x6 is the best example of this. The thing is, 22x6 isn't like the complete pinnacle you can get. Reason being, it can be slightly longer, but I don't recommend it for beginners because it breaks easily. And so the stability that 22x6 has, you can build anything in any place in it, and it will 99% of the time work. If you do like 26x6, it will be better, you have slightly more population capacity, but it will break. Yeah. They will. You can make it work, it's just that it is much more prone to breaking, and then it also does break suddenly. Like, even if it worked before, it can suddenly break. And that's why I don't recommend it. But technically it could be larger. And I sometimes do that, I did that on Lugdenum today. But I don't recommend doing it. For new people, that is. If you know what you are doing, then you can get away with it. I want to roadblock this. I know, it's kind of terrible, but I need this mine to work. Which means this. Yeah. Neptune Temple. Venus Temple. This will be a lot of extra people. We need to build this block. Let's take a look at it. I said we could do a line block because I need water here, and to get it, it's gonna be a little bit annoying. I don't want to bust down any farms, so we'll see. Numbers don't lie. They don't lie. Especially with labor efficiency for a set of services, you get like 30% out of a 9x9, which is, you know, way better to make the 22x6 just for the reason of labor for like every one theater, one library, one school for this. 9x9 would have like 30% efficiency in comparison to that. Which is where most of the good things come, but also it's flexible, like it doesn't have to be straight, it can adapt to terrain, it can have rocks in the middle of it, it can be good. While in 9x9 mindset, you have one rock in the way of your perfect 9x9 and you are not good. You don't know what to do now, because it's taking up your valuable spot for your one fountain that you worship. Because it uses all 4 workers, so you need to be efficient with it. While spamming, you know, 5 libraries per the same block worth of population. I did 8x8 in desert maps. Those aren't as bad since there isn't as much dead space in the middle. Yeah, but also it doesn't have the population density. So it is still 9x9-esque in terms of population per services. Food you still have to provide in the same amount to any block anyway, but it's all about the services and the adaptability to terrain. Because that's the biggest strength of that 22x6 is it can adapt and snake. We need water here. How do we give it? Could get rid of 2 farms to do it. But then I would have to set up, I guess I will set up this for wheat. And then a line block. Or we could do a loop, but we need this to be relatively small. And it needs to be small because of how this area is. So this is not even very good central coverage, but I don't want to stretch it. It's already fine. Let's go ahead and put down a reservoir. But you know, people also look for like solutions, one thing to solve everything. But that's not usually how things work. Because there's usually an exception to any rule you can say. But people look for like, oh, what should I do? And then I will spam this and this only and ever. But even with 22x6, like, you need to adapt to terrain. It's not about spamming the same thing. It's about using the concept to wide middle, which I'm breaking right here. But you know, that's what that block is about. But sometimes you have to break it. Like here, I could make it chunkier. Don't really want to, and this will work, so I'll stick with this. So we need this. This will be enough, and then some patricians. I just need these people to work for patricians, I think. Put an extra houses on the side here. Double prefect should be enough. Triple is usually for the bigger block. Bathhouse. Gods. Neptune. We'll need to set up a supply hub. Which is gonna be a bit of a bother, but I couldn't reasonably make this, you know, supply this. It would be too long. I'll have to bring some pottery, furniture and oil. We can do oil with the cart, that's fine. What we do want to do is set up more farms here. How do I want to do this? Farm, farm. Something like this. This be good. We need a granite though. That can wait. Am I making wine? I am, but not enough. We could accept some extra wine here. It's for the requests anyway. Let's store it. I'm gonna be right back. You can work with the environment instead of being wrecked by it. That's what you should do, yeah. But especially in custom maps. In the vanilla campaign you don't have to, because there is no obstructions, except like Lockdown, but even on Lockdown you can still spam cookie cutter blocks and get away with it. So it's more so to custom content. We need the farms. Let's check. He did not cover that yet. That's wonderful. You see that efficiency? He's awful with this. I could make him not do that by making sure he spawns here, and then he does that. Yeah, okay, great. That is just peachy. Let's put that there then. The mission posts. A little at the worst. But we have solutions for it. Now we need a granary. Preferably... Well, I'm gonna put it here. But is this gonna fuck him up? It could. It's fine. As long as this doesn't do it. This is risky. Living on the edge a little bit. This setup. It's not very good. This should feed a reasonable amount of people. Except wheat. Bring wheat. From 17 to 15. Copy, paste. There's an invasion on its way, that's okay. We need furniture, pottery. Let's go ahead and get some depots to do that. 14, is there 14? Yeah. 16, let's do pottery. These sources straight from the main. 16, there we go. It's chisel. Gotta love a brain-dead missionary. He is. Lagranum has the food traveling problem unless you choose to do the wage cap town, which makes things easy, which you can't do well in Augustus on very hard. It has that food problem, but depends. If we talk about Julius, then obviously there are a lot of things that changed, because Depot revolutionizes that to such a degree that it's not the same game anymore. Really. Stewed, I can't watch the stream for once. They're on mobile. Well, it might impact the enjoyability a little bit, but welcome. Let's bring food from 5, that's our main. We can probably do that, and then I want to accept some fish here. 16. Or 15, there we go. Probably 2. Probably set up another depot from the island. This is a lot of labor, but hopefully we make up for it. With the new block, once it evolves. Hopefully the wheat is gonna be better now with this. We could also grow wheat here. Otherwise we could grow wheat here as well. I haven't pacified these people at all. Could also have added a couple of houses here, but it's next to the wharfs, so it will never be super good. But we could do that. And just hope and pray that it works. Let's go ahead and try it. Kinda want to give it a shot. Dispatch is ready. Send it. School, theater. We need to provide some extra services. On the edge. Living on the edge. Let's get a gladiators. Ah! Stop! Okay. It's almost a disaster. I hope it doesn't kill the city now. Okay. Okay, good. I need prefect engineer. There probably is one already, but it's better if we make sure. This should accept market ladies. There you go. Claudia's looking forward to it. No. It is fine. Nothing to see here. No problems at all. Could make more pottery. I don't know if this is enough. We kinda steal every single bit of pottery there is. Could set up a new area for it. Just don't have the workers. Yet. Give them a library. We're not gonna be able to tax them, but money is okay. We don't need to tax every block. They have everything they might want. Still need to immigrate, but that's okay. See some problems with desirability. Could get a couple of statues. It's here. Got way too many archers, but that's fine. Oh, I didn't rotate most of my troops. That's a bummer. Okay, let's try to do that. Yikes. It's probably fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's just Numidians. If it wasn't Numidians, we'd probably have a problem. Okay. Spirit of Mars. They might rout when this dies. It is still a military mission. It's reminding us that it is not to be taken lightly. Okay. They're not gonna break. It's pretty small though. Legionaries as always very slow. That's okay. Not done perfectly at all, but we don't need to be perfect, I don't think. Especially when we have double barracks. It's just very powerful. What is the population capacity? Yeah, we need some patricians. Neptune will provide some additional capacity to all the houses. I want to keep that for them, probably. Who's just sitting here growling at the other cats? Great. I have to listen to that. Hopefully Numidians are yellow belly. They are. Judeans, Iberians, yeah, Seleucids as well. But they are all kind of similar. Roller skates, they don't do well. They arrive too late, as they do, even in this scenario where it's pretty favorable for them. Still not favorable enough. So, you know. To all the legionary enthusiasts, I know, they're relatively good in Augustus, better than they ever were, probably. That still doesn't make them, like, obscenely great, though. Like, they still have crippling problems. So, yeah. As I said, to all the Legionary enthusiasts, all 2 of you out there. Sorry, still not the greatest thing after sliced bread. We don't need too many patricians. It just needs to work. This will do. Of course, we could do much better. Have it be much larger. I don't need it, so I will not make it larger, but you could, if you want to. You could do many things. You could even have grand palaces here. If I don't have to, which we don't have to, I don't feel like we need to. So we'll go with relatively bare bones patricians. Let's go this. Bathhouse, yes. We do need a supply hub, but it's patricians. They could potentially just take from here. Maybe. It's gonna be really cursed. I could just set up something for them. I probably will. It's not worth overthinking it. Like, it's pain, yes, to set up the new supply hub. I don't like doing that, but at some point it's just not worth the hassle of traveling and then also having the plebs have the access to wine, so I have to restrict it on all the markets. It would just be annoying. So let's just do it nice and simple. And the Solicits and Judeans literally the same enemy. They look the same, but I think the stats are different. But not so different that you can tell. But they are technically 2 different things. Good against local uprising, some armies like Numidians, that's about it. Well, that's not actually, like, that is more to it than that. You know what the biggest problem is? It's only true, what you said is only true if the map is linear. If the map is not linear, then no. What linear means? It means I can make everyone go here and kill them. That's linear. Which means legionaries can work because they don't have to walk anywhere. I could just sit here and kill anyone. If the map is such that I can't do that, which a lot of maps are like that, where it's separated and, you know, yeah. If I couldn't do that, like if there's an invasion point here, I couldn't make these people go here. Then my legionaries suddenly are way worse, because like I can't make them go here fast, so I build a legionary fort here. Okay, but then what about if they attack here? Like, this is gonna take them forever to come here. So regardless of where you build it, it's gonna be awful. So then you settle on building them in the middle, but that's usually vital for other things. Therefore, legionaries are not good on non-linear maps, where you have to defend multiple points. And even against, especially against fast enemies, that is uprisings and other Numidians, Solicits, anything that's fast, Huns, they will not do well, because like, yeah, they can beat them, but can they get in position before that happens? No. And then they also benefit from being stationary when the enemy attacks them. That's where they get most of their bonuses. And they can't be stationary if they didn't arrive in time to fight. So, yeah. Save scumming, but it is just a bullshit strategy overall. It is. You can save scum though, you can tell where the attacks are gonna come from, but on a lot of maps it will be randomized. Accidental patricians, yeah. Do you have a second vine type? We can tell easily on the trade map. there is not a second vine type. So we would have to do Venus Genetrix. Oh, Venus, not Venus Genetrix, the other one, which I don't think it's worth sacrificing Venus Genetrix for palaces when you don't need to have palaces. Like, palaces are not necessary in most circumstances. You just can do them. But should you? Most of the time, not really. Because it is all about the sacrifice that is necessary to make it happen. And turns out it usually asks for a lot. So it's better to just not do it. So I will not do it. Let's go ahead and get some car depots. Food. 2 food types will be fine. Wheat and fish. Bring it from 17. Is that correct? No. 15 to 18. And then fish. From 5 to 18. And then we need some goods. We can get oil with the carter again. Should be fine. And then vine, furniture and pottery. I do kind of want to make more wine, but it's probably okay. Just bring it. 3 from 10. That's pretty low already though. I'd like to add a couple more workshops to that. Do we need concrete? I don't think we need concrete anymore. No, we do. 2 more units. I can get rid of this. Should be kind of useful. More pottery. So we already have double the monument builders anyway. Might as well do that. And then I want pottery, we want furniture, and a vine. 16, 14, 19. It's furniture, and then we want some vine. From my main. It's this one. Oh, it's fine. 2 from 2. And then we should only export wine if it's over 16 units. So we have some space here as well for it. This will do. Verticordia, that's the epithet for the second vine. Yeah. They should be fine. We have virtually everyone being Grand Insula apart from a couple of exceptions. So I think it will be okay. Increase trading. Liquor. Another invasion. Yeah, the military is kind of ramping up now, but I think we are about to win soon anyway. It's probably not a huge deal. You'll need all sorts of services for this though. Which is annoying, because that means hospital, it means academy. It means all sorts of things. But we can deal with it. We should give them extra temples. Ceres, Mercury. It should be fine. Do we have a library? Don't think so. Desirability might be a bit of a problem, but we have Venus, so probably not. Local uprising, okay. Let them walk towards our units. There you go. Vertical is only worth it if your blood base are like small casa or lower, yep. If you like have to go for it, it's therefore like niche, or if you really need grand palaces in your life, luxury palaces, like you could do it. It's just not optimal because you usually don't need it. The prosperity is usually not a problem to achieve with smaller patricians, just slightly more of them. And that's okay. Don't like those. Let's try to stop it. If they smash some buildings, that could be annoying. Get a watchtower or two. Oh, they are okay. They are leaving. The watchtowers could actually be a problem then, because they will draw aggro. We don't need that in our life. Are they gonna? Yeah. Okay. Smashed. Good. It was just a little bit scary, but no reason to worry. We still need labor, but we can probably deal with it once Neptune comes up. It's gonna be 5% to every block. Should be pretty good. What do we want? Entertainment. That's right. Arena. Or, you know, we could do a tavern, which I do have fish and wine. For them. Concrete. Is concrete done? It is. Let's get rid of the concrete. Like some more pottery instead. That is the invasion. This is where the archers are. Good, because you don't have to micro, because I'm lazy, but if you're not lazy, then they don't have value. Timber. That's already there, just need time. And that will bring us over the population limit, yeah, sure. It's fun to play with on some base maps, but usually not worth it, yeah. Because you are giving up the best epithet there is. Meaning, your blocks are rock solid with Genetrix. It's just so good. So, you need to really, like, want to get on luxury palaces. And a lot of maps will offer you an option to have a second vine type anyway. Better in bottlenecks with a ton of watchtowers. Not better, but they can work. You can make them work. But better is a strong word, because archers are not strictly better in any way. They are just worse. But they are tankier than javelins. But do you want that with a unit that has more range? Not really. Yeah, they can take more damage. Not just in melee, at range as well. But that's not usually, like, the biggest factor, because I explained this, Turgon told so as well with the archers, but... So, as an example, you know StarCraft 2? Right, I think you played the game as well. So, in StarCraft 2, they have an upgrade in Wings of Liberty. You can choose only one. Vanadium plating, which increases your unit's HP by 5% for each upgrade you do in the armory or in the engineering bay. And you have a mutual exclusive with what is called the other one. Other upgrade increases your attack speed by 5% for every upgrade you do. It's always gonna increase your survivability better if you do the attack speed, because the sooner you kill the motherfuckers, the less time they have to shoot you. So, you know, turns out 5% HP actually doesn't increase your durability. It just makes the fights, like, you can potentially lose less but you win more by killing them faster, so you don't take the damage in the first place. And that's most the case with javelins as well. They have much better damage. Yeah, it's something, I don't know the name, I don't remember, but this is essentially the same idea. You kill them faster, because javelins do like ludicrous damage compared to the arrows. So you are always going to be better off because you kill them, and then therefore they don't do any damage anymore, because they no longer exist. But if you can tank it more, good, but you can make it work. But it doesn't mean it's like optimal or it's better, because that's a word that's like it needs to have a significant better enticement, and it just doesn't. Because they don't have the DPS and they struggle against armored units. If you have Carthaginians, Caesar legions, anyone who has a lot of armor, they will not do well, because a lot of attack speed, extra range, but low DPS per shot, or low damage per shot, means their DPS is good against like unarmored people, but not against armored guys. And they also yeah, they struggle with that. But also with javelins there is one thing that's against them, and that is they overkill. A lot of times they throw like 15 javelins at one guy and they kill him like 3 times the HP wise than they would need to. But that's usually not a huge concern anyway. But yes, there are like a lot of things to think about with the military, even though it's jank. And a bit of tankiness won't stop elephants from trampling the archer. No, elephants resist archers a lot. They are less in number, so you can kind of focus them down, but that doesn't mean they are better. Javelins do already really well against elephants, because they shrug off any sort of resistance they might have. Also, I have people being upset. Is that because I forgot that wages are a thing? Yeah, I haven't paid them any. Let's pay them extra money so they leave me alone. Because Grand Insula are revolting, because they are patricians now. They hate it. Existence of patricians upsets people. They are pleased, but also not really, because sentiment is a thing. Pleased. Are you? They are pleased now, because I pay them extra. Stop murdering people. Do I have like a tent somewhere or something? Small tent, too. Oh, I think I forgot about this. Yeah? Yeah? Look at how red it is. It's very angry with me, okay. Have water. That could be why. It's okay. They'll calm down. Emperor's ingratitude. What is the... Yeah, we never sent any gifts. That's fine. What is the prosperity? 100. Good. Culture. I could make more monuments. I just want to finish this one. That's probably gonna be enough. It will give me +5. Might have to build like something consequential, like 1 library or something. It's the best. It does. I built that recently, but I completely forgot. More bad people? Okay. Hopefully they are not gonna smash through, we'll see. Yeah, they are going. Get on temple finished. Let's give it the obvious benefit. This is the chariot, no. It is not the chariot, not now, not ever. Oh, they smashed an engineer, but engineer does not count. There was a lot of them. If they smash anything that's not prefect, engineer, defenses, or yeah, walls, then they reduce your piece. So I'll build an extra layer of walls. We don't really have the oil he wants, but that's fine. Well, I would like to send it. I could make oil. Do we have labor? Sort of. We also need temples. And I don't have concrete anymore, so I'm just gonna spam some small temples. I think it's the other gods that are angry. What is the anger? Mars. Do we even need a mission post for this? No. Some workshops will do. So not optimal, the roof section is there, but this is just for the request. Don't really care. Stake in the oil. And that is peace now again. We probably do get way more population now than we need, but that's fine. Peace is gonna be timer, and favor is some requests. We can do a gift as well. I haven't done a gift. By chance, did you lower the prosperity requirement? I feel like it was 95 before. I think it was generally lowered in the new RC. But I don't know if specifically here. It's not like it really matters, because I'm gonna be at 100 if I wait long enough anyway. And I did not spend much effort designing my patricians. Engineer comes back from lunch, fights post destroyed, yeah. I don't think it would matter that much anyway. You're lacking oil. Yeah, okay. I can make this supply the block. From 20 to 10. Let's do it, because I don't want mass devolution. One more year. Goes home happy. What can you do? The Numidians happened. To your workplace. He hates life. I could solve it. Bad people doing bad things. What a surprise. Fancy flanking and all that, yeah, turns out not good enough. Because I just sit and it works. We did take some losses there. We could play much better, but you don't need to. This is still relatively early, so... all these extra prefects, not needed, but we kinda need jobs anyway. Just need some favor. I could do a gift. Let's do a gift. There you go. Accept a promotion.
I'm impressed, Governor. Dealing with internal struggles such as this war was no easy matter. Whatever your decision, I'm sure you have done your utmost to serve Rome and her people. In Tarsus, you will face another challenge: significant food imports.
Yeah, Tarsus food imports, but also mining. It's the main thing in Tarsus. We've played 2 maps today. The one before took 2 hours. This one took 3 hours. That's been 5 total. I feel like I could do another map, but I don't know. Maybe I should take a little bit of a break. So let's do that. I'll end the stream because I need to split this into a different VOD, and I'll come back in like 5 minutes. I'll just have a bite.